Ladies and gentlemen, from the Broad Street Ballroom, we are set to go with our next bout of the evening. 3 rounds of Muay Thai scheduled in the 155-pound weight division. Your referee for this contest is Vinny Chappell. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He wears black with white trim. He represents Rami Elite from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Ladies and gentlemen, Princeton Williams. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He wears black with silver and red trim. He represents the Extreme Gym from New York. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael, the infamous Pena.
All right, gentlemen, what are the rules in the dressing room? Remember, obey my command time, protect yourself at all times. Any questions? Tap glove, step back.
All right, Rami Elite back in the spotlight against the Extreme Academy. Princeton Williams out of Philadelphia takes on New York's own Michael, the infamous Pena. And here we go, we're underway.
Pena coming out in southpaw stance immediately. Princeton landing a right kick, trying to continue that right kick. Pena running forward, they both tie up.
Princeton Williams wearing the black with the white bird emblem on the thighs. Pena in the black trunks as well with the red and white lettering across the front. Now Pena making his amateur debut here, just 20 years of age. He's only been training for this bout. His first as an amateur for 6 weeks. Does not seem phased though. Enjoyed the crowd reception as he entered the ring. Princeton Williams making a return appearance on Friday Night Fights.
Yeah, he's not really sure here what to do in the clinch. He's stuck. Goes for a body lock, which is good. He's trying to stay active with knees to the thighs. Good spin, very nice spin. What that shows the judges is that you're able to have control even when you're in the clinch position, throw your opponent off balance. Princeton again tying up.
Again, Pena targeting the outside of the left thigh of Princeton Williams, but Williams signaling a low blow potentially with a knee from Michael Pena. Extreme Lacosta, the New York native and longtime Muay Thai master, hoping Pena is the next in a long line of excellent fighters that he's helped produce. Just 20 years of age, Pena tries to stick the left hand in, and Princeton Williams ties him up. Final 10 seconds here in round number 1. And again, Pena swinging that knee down low as Williams comes up high with a right-legged kick as round 1 comes to a close. Didn't seem like any jitters there for Michael Pena. Phoenix seemed like he was pretty comfortable against Princeton Williams.
Very, what we would call a game fighter. You know, he was staying aggressive, he was staying active. When he would get tied up in the clinch, he would try to stay busy.
Both these fighters 5'9". Williams 29 years of age. He's 1-1 as an amateur. Pena, as we said, making his debut. He's just 20. Turned 20 10 days ago, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, that's one of the best things about youth. You know, you just feel invincible. You feel like you can do it all. So yeah, I'll take a fight, even though I just started training 6 weeks ago, you know.
And we'd love to see Extreme Lacosta do his thing in the corner, one of the most entertaining corner men, maybe if you're not one of his fighters, but certainly from a spectator's point of view, you love to see Extreme work his magic, try to bring that extra bit of energy from his fighters. Here's Pena coming out of the box with an overhand right to begin round 2.
Yeah, Williams is really trying to tie him up when he feels like he's rushing in. When he feels like he's rushing in, he stops him with the clinch position, but there's a slip.
Pena did stick a knee in there, but then lost his footing and hit the canvas.
Yeah, it was a nice knee too. Williams, I think, you know, just thinks that the clinch is his bread and butter here, so keeps going for it.
Now we see a cut over the right eye of Michael Pena, and I think Vinny Chappell's going to stop his fight for a moment to have a look at this.
Yeah, it's right over the eyebrow.
Dr. Rufus Sadler will take a look in the corner.
Well, there's several reasons a doctor will stop a fight because of a cut. One is the location. The location of the cut is bad, and it's going to cause blood to go into the eye, and it's going to cause obstruction. They have to stop the fight. If another part of it is where that cut is it about to tear open further, causing damage to the nerve? So obviously the doctor ruled that nope, and they continue. Overhand right lands.
Pena fires a right leg, maybe sensing that he has to be working with a bit more urgency here due to that cut, even though the doctor let him continue.
Spinning back fist.
Partially blocked by Williams, but a good attempt by Pena. Another one.
That one does land. Williams again ties up.
Vinny Chappell breaks up the clinch. Back to action. Inside leg kick there from Pena. Williams sticks the knee to the midsection. Pena tries to respond. Back and forth we go.
The clinch is very exhausting when you have a guy, who is as dense and as big as Williams hold and hang on you. It can be very tiring.
This is a middleweight fight. These fighters at 155, so either way, you have a heavy man hanging off of you in the clinch.
Yeah, it is exhausting. It's important that you stay calm. Nice 1-2 lands there.
Williams with a good moment there as round two comes to a close. Vinny Chappell will break him up. And 2 in the books. So now we'll see how the corner, Extreme Lacosta's corner, will manage that cut over the right eye of Michael Pena. Frank Aguilar in the corner as well. We've seen him compete on Friday night fights as well. And of course, Williams getting instructions from Mr. Rami Ibrahim himself.
Rami is letting him know he needs to drive those knees in with more intensity. Find his rage and drive those knees in with more intensity. Don't just hang, just don't hold on. He's also commenting on the guard position of Michael Pena. Michael Pena kind of sticks his elbow up. He does like sort of a weird, maybe traditional martial arts guard with his elbow up. Rami's saying to take advantage of that, utilize that while his arm is down. Go over the top, throw your combinations.
So this fight, without a doubt, up for grabs right now. Michael Pena and Princeton Williams enter the third round of this amateur bout.
Nice, he's using the inside kick, and then he's going up top to the head. Throws a body kick. Nice left that lands by Williams.
Good job by Williams to open round 3.
And Pena now trying to throw elbows to the body that is legal.
Chop away that guard of Princeton, that clinch of Princeton Williams.
Now, Rami was commenting on the arm position of Michael Pena, having his hands down like that with his elbow up, that Williams should throw either a hard left or go over the top with a right while his hands are down. It's because I think of Pena's unorthodox style, though, it is kind of tripping Williams up, and Pena is staying very aggressive.
Michael Pena, just 20 years old, making his amateur debut this evening on Friday Night Fights, our season finale, brought to you by Chong Beer, Ariel Agami, Phoenix Carnivale, and the Q-Live Sports team, bringing you all the sights and sounds from the Broad Street Ballroom. Princeton Williams trying to turn the action back into his favor as we are just about at the 30-second mark with round number 3 winding down. Vinny Chappell with a warning to Michael Pena, maybe some low blows there.
I see Williams sort of blinking his eye, like something happened to his eye.
Maybe butting.
Yeah, possibly. It does happen, that clash of heads, especially when you are face to southpaw, because you're on similar sides or on the same side. So I saw him kind of wince his eye
Final 10 seconds of round number 3. Williams and Pena with everything on the line.
Oh, Pena just jumped in for that last couple of seconds.
Well, there you have it. Pena and Williams go the distance here. Another tough fight to score. We will see which man emerges victorious. Again, Pena just 20 years of age, making his amateur debut here at the Broad Street Ballroom. Princeton Williams looking for his second career victory as an amateur.
Pena has a bright future, you know. He obviously has that one thing that you need to have when you have a fighter, and that's gameness. That's that ability to go in there and take risks, take challenges, and, you know, obviously he has that.
Well, we know Extreme Lacoste has a long history of helping fighters along, producing excellent fighters out of his camp. We know about Jarrell Miller, the boxer, Andy Singh, Wayne Barrett, Terrence Hill, and extreme hopes that Michael Pena is the next rising star. Excited to get him into the ring. Again, just 6 weeks of training for this fight.
Yeah, and he was cut, and he didn't react to it. He didn't get freaked out by it. You know, if your first fight you get cut, you can see a lot of people get really nervous, really swayed, and you know, he just kept going. He just kept fighting.
Good job by Extreme's corner as well. He and Frank Aguilar not letting that cut get much worse. Seemed like they kind of stemmed the tide a bit and allowed Pena's vision to stay relatively clear, at least, for the rest of the fight, because that happened about midway through the second round. Princeton Williams with the swagger, playing for the cameras here as he awaits the decision. And we'll hear it along with the fighters as we go up through David Diamante right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action here at the Broad Street Ballroom, we go to the judges' score totals. Judge A scored the bout 30-27 for Williams. Judge B scored the bout 29-28 for Pena. Judge C scored this bout 29-28 for your winner by split decision, Princeton Williams.
Well, a hard-fought battle between the youngster, Michael Pena, and the veteran from Philly, Princeton Williams. Tough fight to score, but it goes the way of the man from Rami Elite.
He was able to control the clinch position. He was able to utilize his knees at times, and he did throw some of the cleaner-looking shots. So I think that was what won it for Princeton Williams in the end.
So the good night for the boys from Rami Elite continues. This is Friday Night Fights presented by Chong Beer.